Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Kluger once again, here with you for some more Grim Dawn. I have commenced this episode while on the map. Good job. But no, I wanted just to show you guys what I did off camera. There was just a little portion over here that I just cleared out myself. As you can see here, this is an entrance to Burrwitch, which is blocked by a barrier. There's also an underground entrance that I found here that seems to go in. But we can clear that out later because I'd rather enter over the ground, so to speak, in this sort of direction. This must be our way in. So, let's do it. I left a little bit around here, just to clear up with you guys. I think, maybe. Let's have a look-see. Yes, there is a little bit over here. Unexplored map. Doesn't seem to contain all that much. Nope. Cool, so that will lead up and onwards. On and upwards. Which way do I want to say it? I don't know. Human remains. Polished emerald. Cool. Don't know why you needed it anyway. Alrighty. Now this is a big hint that we're heading towards the center of Burrwitch. Because it's overrun by zombies. Completely and utterly. Shields. How discourteous are these zombies? We're clearly dual wielding. We don't need your stupid shields. Alright, so I hope everybody's well. I hope you had a good day, or you're having a good night, or you find something better to do this afternoon. I'm just joking with you. If you're tuning in any time of the day, I'm happy you're here. I don't know what time it is when you're watching this. I often like to tune into my regular Grim Dawn viewings. Jeez, my brain don't work good. I often watch my YouTube videos late at night before I go to sleep. It's a nice time for me to watch them, I find. You might watch them over breakfast. You might watch them after your afternoon nap. I don't know. Maybe after school. Hello, I hope school was well. What did you learn today? Math? Bit of English? Read a book? What'd you do? Tell me. I'm interested, really. Awesome! Get out of town. We are well on our way into Burrwitch, guys. Of course, I'm going to clear out all these peripheral houses on our approach. Valuable experience is here. There's a lot of zombies coming at us, but we's okay. We gotta keep up pneumatic burst. Look at them, just in their droves. Must have been nap time. Sorry. For the first time, guys, I'm actually starting to feel like we need to upgrade some of our gear. Off camera, I did duck back into town to see what the Happy Haps was. But I also, I sold gear that wasn't useful to us, raised a bit of cash, but unfortunately there was nothing both affordable and useful in terms of weapons or armor, so hoping for some good drops. I don't feel like we're lagging behind, but the builds are just not quite as stable just yet as I want it to be. So I'm hoping we run into some nice, good armor soon. Even just some better weapons, if we can just dish damage faster. Ow. We'd be in a lot better shape. That overmind's gone. Heh. See that? Just whipped out the gun real quick. It's not a metaphor. I have a gun. I'm just being gross. Bit of dirty humor. Never hurt anyone. Oversee it down. There's a lot of burning dead we got going on. These burning dead are actually, I think they've been rebalanced a little bit because they explode on death now. And they actually do hurt a bit. So I'm trying to be wary of that. So it's not very nice. These guys used to be pretty useless back. Whoa! In previous builds, they seemed more useless, but maybe it's all subjective to the build. I mean, my soldier was pretty beefy, right? So I built him much more as a tank character than a pure damage dealer, as it were. So he was able to take a lot of a beating. This guy is clearly a little more fragile. As you can see by my health persistently dropping into the red flashing area of danger. Fullness. Ouch. Okay, okay. Here we go. We have officially entered Burrwitch. Weathered Mallet of the Owl. Sounds not very useful. Spirit and casting speed. Unfortunately, no. It probably would boost out. No, it doesn't even boost our raw damage. Kakapoo is what I have to say to that. It's really not very useful to us, unfortunately. But anyway, we're in Burrwitch now. Let's kill things. Awesome. Actually, I'll cut back just for a sec. Tough zombie. Get out of it, man. There we go. Very good, very good. Now, Burrwitch, in my opinion, has been assembled very cleverly by the guys at Crate. We haven't seen much of it yet, but it is a series of houses like this that you kind of got to weave through, and depending on which doors are opened or closed, you'll get blocked off for certain areas. It's cool. Now, we found a lectern here with a book which is Cultist Orders. Just glancing over it briefly, it is a quest item, basically saying that people had a plan to sneak into Devil's Crossing, and, oh my goodness, their newest agent, Dureni, has successfully sabotaged the water pump. So it is revealed one of Devil's Crossing's own, in fact, damaged the water pump, and has been playing subterfuge in amongst the loyal residents of Devil's Crossing all along. Can you believe it, guys? So we better confront him at some point, I reckon. My Lanta. We will get back there. Maybe we'll commence next episode back in town, I reckon. Where we will confront Dureni. Dun dun dun. But yeah, that's interesting. That's how we Shadow Strike went around that way instead of in a direct line. I guess the multi-level dealie ain't gonna work for him. Which is kind of makes sense. Same reason there's probably no jump key. You know, that sort of deal. Now, while we're here, let's clean this out. The flooded cellar. This is the other end of that underground passage I was telling you about, where we could have entered Burrwitch. So let's clean this out. See what's what. A couple of yellow drops there, that's a bit nicer. Iron Morningstar of Execution does extra damage to ethereals and aether corruptions. Slightly boosts our attack speed. Does it? I don't know. Does it? No. It's not good for us. Sell. Sell, sell, sell. You couldn't even hit us, mate. Not if you tried. So this will only take a sec. So bear with me, tag along, let's have fun. Oh no, it's blocked. There you go, bugger me. I missed all this. This never used to be blocked, because I have run through this before, and it wasn't blocked. Tricky. Tricky, guys. Missed out on all that. Bummer. Maybe I'll go back to it if I can be bothered. We'll see. It's a lot of backtracking. Damn! That's annoying. Should have checked it out before. That'll teach me, eh? Bummer. Anyway, let's keep moving. Let's move through some of Burrwitch while we's together on the cameras. Burrwitch is actually pretty big. It's a fairly sizable area of map. And we'll do what we can. Maybe we'll spend this episode clearing out the main component. I'm sorry, guys. Sometimes my brain chooses the wrong words for my mouth to say. Proponent has nothing to do with this. The main area of the Burrwitch village, sort of the first tier of it. And we'll clear out what we can within the episode time parameter. And then we'll pick up in the next significant area. We're moving well along into this alpha now, which is very cool. Where would you want to go next? You can't see anything because my map's in the way. Oh, Retcha. Hi, Retcha. See, we're doing good damage to these fodder enemies thus far. We really don't need to use any special skills for them. But there's a lot of slightly tougher enemies that have been giving us grief. Alright, So this is what I mean when I was talking about how cleverly Burrwitch has been put together, basically. Lol, I didn't know I could do that. I'm attacking through the wall. But you see what I mean, how it sort of it guides you into this area to try and progress along, but as you can see, it's not possible. You kind of got to weave your way amongst all the houses and what have you to try and find a path through. So we have to now probably go around that way in order to successfully clear this portion of Burrwitch. So I really like that. Kudos to the crate guys. Very nice. So let's try this direction. Also, we were told by bugger, what's his name? Kasparov. We got to keep an eye out for his apprentice. She is alleged to be amongst here somewhere, so we got to keep an eye out for her. Another chilled steel, awesome. So she's probably in under one of these cellars. Oh man, hello everyone. Warm welcome, thank you. It's another flooded cellar apparently. Have we been here before? Ah, it's another portion of the same flooded cellar. These developers, mate, clever bunnies. Oh, did you see that? I used Shadow Strike on a box. Ah, my Lanta. Not one of my finest moments. More loots to sell. Very nice. Awesome. So we won't actually end up missing this portion of the area of the thing out. We'll get to it. Uh-oh. Bone rats everywhere. Lucky they're noobs. See that? Belgothian shears just chewed through them. Might actually be cool to respec slightly, actually. Belgothian shears is good, but theoretically these higher up skills are better, right? I mean, that is cool, right? But we can put more points there, I don't know. Doesn't really matter. We'll figure it out later. Just a thought. Just a thought. If you guys have any feelings or comments on that, let me know. It would be cool to have some community input on this build. So feel free to leave any suggestions down below. Unless, of course, I manage to finish the build before anyone bothers to comment. We're nearly dying. We're cool. Because I do record in advance, as you can probably tell. So, I might end up choosing how to do it before anyone gets a chance to have any input. But, what can you do? I'm putting it out there if someone feels like commenting. And we hit level 15. Awesome. Oh, look! Rotbite. We have a hero bone rat. What a chump. It's a bit of an oxymoron, don't you think? Not really, because he's doing some decent damage. Causing us to fumble a lot of our attacks. So I may have been a bit too nonchalant. So let's do a few laps. Get a bit of exercise in. Aggro some extra mobs. He's actually pretty tough. We might have to clear out the surrounding enemies, to be honest with you. So this fight is actually much more interesting than I may have originally led on. That's him. You see that mist cloud? That must be him casting it. Ooh, Shizen. This build is definitely interesting. It was dealing high damage before, but like I said, we haven't had much luck with weapon upgrades, unfortunately, so we're almost starting to fall behind the curve. We need to find something good. Okay, we're cool. We're cool, we're managing. Bugger, man. See, he's really causing me some trouble here. So as soon as I get in for an attack, as you can see, he's putting poison on us and causing us to fumble our attacks. And there's a glitched Nasher here, stuck in a fireplace. Oh yeah. Get in for a bit more damage. And bail again. Let us heal up. Alrighty. Come on, loot. Come on. Doesn't look too promising, I'm not gonna lie. We got this Tarnished Cleaver of Scorching. I'm considering it. Because we can put a Searing Ember on it, which will do fire damage. Oh, but this does physical damage, and the Searing Ember has a physical damage thing on it. Let's put it here, actually, because we'll keep our attack speed. That put our average damage up to 80. Awesome. That was a good choice, I think. Because Searing Ember, of course, deals fire damage in of itself. Obviously, long-term fire damage isn't our goal, so we will end up swapping that out, I'm sure, but for now, because in my experience, Searing Ember is fairly common, so it's not a big loss having to use it. I'm fine with using it for now. We can always buy it back, because we will inevitably find Kasparov's assistant. Kasparov's assistant is very clever when it comes to separating components and weapons. So it will be all good in that respect. Because for now we really did need a boost to the damage, because we were starting just to struggle a little bit, if I'm being honest. Now I don't want to be struggling on camera, it looks bad. It feels a little better now. It's not a huge boost, but really, the biggest damage boost we can get is by getting a higher attack speed. But while we're going through this sort of phase, where we're still leveling up, we can't really grind for gear much. Oh yeah, we leveled. So, what was I saying? Yeah, so we haven't really grinded up for the... or ground up? For the perfect gear, so to speak, for our level. So, it's a good little damage boost for now. I'm a happy man. Awesome, so we cleared this little section out. Let's park it here and look at our skills. We want to keep moving up, like I said. To ideally reach this tier, we have to keep putting points, 2 points per level, into the mastery upper area thingy. Awesome. So either more into Whirling Blade, maybe I can put more into Pneumatic Burst is another option, because we're using that a lot and it's doing a good job for us. Or we can put more into Shadow Strike to deal a bit more damage, or of course we've got so many options, to be honest. I mean, it's almost hard to choose. I'm having a very hard time here. I'm going to cut some of this out, so you don't have to sit here watching me choose a skill. So bear with me, and once I've decided what I'm doing, we'll be back in action. Okay, dudes, we're back. I thought I'd just get back out to the surface. While I was gone, I ended up putting 1 point into Nidalla's Justifiable Ends, which is a secondary skill to Shadow Strike. Not so much for the poison damage it offers, but it offers a skill recharge reduction, so it means we can just spam Shadow Strike a bit more. So, I'll do a little more clearing out around here. We'll test out the new Shadow Strike augment. I don't think the poison damage is going to be significant, to be perfectly honest. But the extra recharge means it's pretty much... Look, it's already back. Let's try and test it out and actually keep an eye on how quickly it returns to us, so to speak. See if we can find something to kill. There's stuff in there, but I don't know how to get in there just right at the minute. We need stuff to kill. Deadly Iron Morningstar, that sounds good. Deadly. 3 to 5% reduction to enemies' health. That is quite good. Not any better than what we've currently got on though, so we'll persist here. House, where's your door? Here we go. Ready? Here we go. So, bam. Shadow Strike casted. And it's back. So 8%, I mean, we can always put more points in there if we find 8% isn't significant enough of a recharge, but that little difference is actually quite noticeable. So for example, on this Fury, again, straight away almost, it makes it much easier to kill. And the points for casting it are quite cheap. Almost too cheap. Alright, here we go. You guys haven't seen one of these on camera. A Mutant Thrasher are the mutants that we are tasked with killing. And bam, I did kill one off camera. As you can probably see, that was the second out of 15 mutant I killed. So cool, good that we could sneak that in while we were on camera. I may cut away. We've got the Rift Gate in Burrwitch, so we can always return back here if we just want to do more grinding on camera. But I will probably finish up some more of the area off camera. Just a few of the grindier areas. Maybe we'll come back soon once there are, you know, a few cool up portions of Actually, we'll have to keep doing Burrwitch on camera. I'm not going to lie to you, because we have to find Kasparov's assistant while we're on camera. You forgot about that, didn't you? But we will do that. So, and if I'm not mistaken, she is somewhere around in one of these various cellars we can find her in. So, I'm stunned. Thank you very much. You jerk. Cool. Check out these. Ah, there's a door here. Interesting. Whoop. Rotated my camera. Not a huge user of the camera rotation facilities. I can't remember what's out here. Oh, it's a whole nother section thing. There's a lot to do. A lot to do. Yes, we'll call it. Let's chill here. I don't know where we'll be for next episode, to be honest with you. But rest assured you'll see me again. So for now, guys, this is Kluger. I hope everybody had a good time. And I will speak to you again soon. Bye for now.